Someone said, I never thought you'd play that one on stream. Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes I like to make the chat, confused. It works really well in the context of the album. What Nine Inch Nails albums do you recommend? The Downward Spiral, The Fragile, and With Teeth are pretty good starting albums for Nine Inch Nails, and then you can expand from there. Oh, Pretty Hate Machine's great too, that the first one, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try to work more on my, level, but also I'm going to, check out some stuff. Play a random world tonight? I might. I'm just curious to see. You can finish this in 20 seconds. God Gamer. It's the illusion of difficulty. It's not really there, as long as you just follow the coins. Also notice, I'm using my capture card for this. No crust. Maybe there will be crust, I don't know, but pay attention to it, chat. Make sure, if you hear crust, you let me know, because I'm wondering if the type of game I play leads to crust. It's so fucking bizarre. My capture card is just insane. I don't get it. I got a new one coming, though. So I guess these are... These are the new hot maps, ones that look like textiles. Just eye pain levels. Someone said I love the disclaimer on that EP. Basically, this is abrasive and painful, we needed to make this, but don't take it as a challenge. Liking this doesn't make you a bigger fan. On what, Bad Witch? Nine Inch Nails EP? Speaking of, look, Super Nine Inch Nails World. Wow, that's a fucking strange... Sometimes I like when an artist makes... Oh, we got crust? Okay. Small crust. Crust has arrived. I like when an artist makes something for them, even if it is not very acceptable for most people. So yeah, we got that crust. Alright, well, even Mario Maker has crust. Who would have known? It's fine. Mostly just bonus areas. The fact that it's getting progressively worse makes it even more obvious it's the card. I know, Neri. Yeah. I'll tell you what, this card served me very well. This card was, I guess I got it 4 years ago. Oh, it's a penis level. That was the best part of the level, Mario running in the lava. Flashy, but short. I like that that pipe leads nowhere. I still haven't completed this one. Jesus. Thanks, Weird Mario.
Oh no!
What? Yeah, this level is not exactly my tempo.
Oh no!
It's there's a 50 coin, so you don't even really have to get the coins.
Oh no! Oh yeah, Mario time!
I mean, it's playable. This isn't exactly the world I like playing. I like playing worlds that are more like classic Mario, as you know. An ice world in a lava world. I like that they included visuals for that, at least. 693 coins. All of them. All 693 coins. I'm having fun. Someone said this is just a Marvel movie. Man, Marvel movies have more depth than that. Someone managed to complete that in 23 seconds. No, it's fucking... whatever you say about Marvel movies, there's a couple ones that I actually genuinely really like. And Winter Soldier is a movie that holds up even outside of the whole, Marvel comic book movie thing. Some of the other ones are fun. Someone said no, it doesn't. That's fine. That's how you feel. I feel different. I like that movie. I think it's a good movie. Thor Ragnarok is very good. And, there's the rest are like kind of amusement park rides, but I enjoy them. Then again, I haven't seen all of them, but, Winter Soldier I think is just great. I really like watching that one. Marble movies? No, I wasn't talking about marbles. Run. Boy, it's really a crapshoot. Okay, next world. There exist good Mario worlds. I mean, we've seen them. I've streamed, since I started streaming Mario Maker 2 again, I've definitely streamed some decent worlds that have, good Marios, but this has been, we've been unlucky. Super John 2 world. I have to see what John 2's world is like. Someone said they, if anyone could get me the information on... Someone remade Mario 2. God, gotta grab all the coins. Oh my god. I'm gonna try one more John 2 level after this chat. I have to. I'm serious, I'm gonna play. After 4 years in development, I finally finished my Mario Maker 2 level. Someone has a Mario 2 world. What if the first world level is so bad on purpose, so that way every other level is amazing, and like someone said, weed out the weak. Okay, this is promising. Okay, still hiding like enemies and Goombas in question mark blocks, but okay, now I have to see more of John 2's levels. I have to. John 2 completed his own level in 2 seconds. I found his secret door. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. I found it. The secret door. Vinny, I think a baby made this. I don't think so. Hang on a minute, just give it a second. See what it's genius. See what it's genius. See, there's a challenge here, it's difficult. All right.
Mario time.
All right, let's keep it going. I'm clearing the whole first John 2 world, at least. I'm telling you, you can, like, if you make your very first levels in Mario Maker, right? You can put them in a world together. Yeah, I'm a fan of the way John 2 makes his levels. I get a sense of accomplishment with every level. It's really cool. Okay, now you would think that the castle would have been the previous one. So this is the castle level, Wario's Revenge. Okay, so this is the castle level, remember. Wario's Revenge. Alright.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Cool. It was cool. I liked when Wario showed up. That was awesome. I laughed, I cried. I pizza pied. I think as much as John 2's worlds have inspired me, I'm gonna move on. Hey, give him a thumbs up. Mayro Bros 2. Let's see how— oh, shit. It's a lot of ninjas. What's going on here? See, the problem with these Mario 2 levels is that when you take damage, you, oh, cool. When you take damage, you, revert back to regular Mario, and you need to find more— well, I guess you just need, like, an endless supply of mushrooms. I wish there was just at least an option for Link and Mayro 2 that allows you to stay in that mode and have a life bar. Just an option. That would make, worlds and levels like this, and other, like, Link levels, really, I think, a lot better. However, this is still pretty cool. I wonder what Mario Maker is gonna look like. This game sold well, right? See, I wonder what Mario Maker is gonna look like on Switch 3. You know, like, what are we gonna be doing? 3D Marios? Are we doing, you know, like, all of Mario 2 type shit? Is Samus gonna be in there? Is it gonna be, like, Mario Maker crossover? Oof. Also, I played a Mario 2 remake level that was more accurate than this. It's true. There is, like, you know, the Birdo secret exit in the one I played. It didn't sell Splatoon, Smash, or AC, but decent enough. Oh, fuck. How is decent enough? What kind of numbers are we talking? Like 3 million? No checkpoint. 5 million? That's good. Fuck, if Nintendo keeps pumping these things out for selling 5 million units, then yeah, we'll probably get more of this shit. I think, you know, Mario Maker 3D could be done. I really do believe that it could be done. It just needs to be simplified and, like, you know, build in chunks. And I think one of the best parts of Mario Maker 2 are the Nintendo design levels. I really enjoyed playing those and seeing all the little mechanics that people figured out at Nintendo. And now that there's a World Maker, Mario Maker... the next Mario Maker game could have, like, full campaigns per style. Donkey Kong Country Maker? I wouldn't mind that at all, actually. Nintendo Maker could feasibly be a thing, like Metroid and Zelda 2. I'd be down for that too, yeah. I mean, they tried out Zelda Maker a little bit with Link's Awakening. They tried that bizarre mode, and it had potential. It wasn't really amazing. I didn't enjoy it that much, but I felt like it was like a proof of concept. Dreams but Nintendo. That could be cool too. Fucking boom boom. Well. I mean, they're trying their best. You know, it's really hard to do Mario 2. Doki Doki Picnic, that is. It's really hard to do Doki Doki Picnic. You know, with all the Mario 1 assets. Here's the thing, though. If you lose your oh, I guess that's the mushroom dispenser. Never mind. Pretty cool, though. Listen, I think the task itself is really interesting. Like, setting this goal for yourself of trying to make Mario 2 and Mario 1. Not easy. Not crusty. Very crusty, in fact. Very crusty. That worked out pretty well. There you... I don't know if I'm still crusting, chat, but... Wait, what the hell? Why is this wretched thing still chasing me? I know, I have the key, but why do I have the key? And now everything is broken because I still have... I have the key and I don't have a mushroom. Oh, here's a mushroom. Yeah, oh man, just a simple option for like a health bar. And even some world options too, like... You know, setting it so that if you die in a world, you restart from the beginning. And the way Mario 3 handled that was really clever. It used shortcuts. Oh my god. Well, the Phanto key is supposed to have been... So, like, Mario 3... Like, okay, so the next iteration of this, I think, again, world maps, really cool idea. It's good, but Mario 3 had the perfect implementation of it, which is you get items that you can store and use later, and when you die, your shortcuts that you unlocked remain, so you might only have to redo, like, 1 or 2 levels instead of all of them. What I'm saying is that Mario 3 is the perfect platformer. Is what I'm saying. Mario World is like 1% behind Mario 3. And the only reason I give Mario 3 the victory is it's got a couple more power-ups. It's got... You know, couple more power-ups. Someone said wrong Super Metroid. Ooh, well that is... Jesus. Well, platformer... when you say Super Metroid, it's not... Like, I don't consider that to be like a platformer in the purest sense. Different types of games. But, Mario World is just behind 3 because I feel like I like the power-ups more in 3, and I love the world map system a little bit better in 3. And I think the worlds are a little more creative in 3. Like, I like going to the giant area. I love when you start, World 5, and you're on the ground, and then you go up into the sky. That was always one of my favorite things as a kid. I would replay that a lot. The pipe world was really cool. And it felt like there was always a million, like, secrets. Like, I would play that game over and over again just to see if there were any, like, secrets or levels I missed. And they're usually, honestly, for years, I would find new things. World has its fair share of secrets, and I put probably almost as much time into World as 3. So, you know, this debate of World versus 3 I continue to have, because you could make a good argument why World is better, and I might believe you. Anyway. Cool concept, if a bit frustrating. It's a shame that you can't quite get the Mario 2 that you want from this, but it's fucking awesome. It's really cool. So, world's movement is better, said someone in chat. Yeah, maybe it is a little bit. It's like a little bit further expanded from 3, and it uses the Super Nintendo. So, it's like, yeah, a little bit of an upgrade. So someone now needs to make Mario 3 in World's Engine. They have? Yeah, I believe it. Someone said no one talks about Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island is like the black sheep of the Mario franchise because it's not a Mario game. But it is Super Mario World 2 to sell the game. It's just such a different type of game. I think Yoshi's Island is still probably in my favorite games of all time list if I had to make one. Super Yoshi Maker would be kind of cool. I always loved the bonus rooms in Yoshi's Island. I liked the dirt that you had to like dig. You know, I enjoyed that. The music. Yeah, no, it's a pretty fucking fantastic game. The bosses, yeah, the bosses were always really good in Mario, in Yoshi's Island. Zelda stuff is in this game, so why not Yoshi? Well, Yoshi, you get Yoshi in this game. But Yoshi's Island stuff would be fucking fantastic. Someone said that was my favorite game as a kid. Yoshi's Island. I had only rented Yoshi's Island because, you know, when you're younger and there's a million amazing games, I was not able to get most of these games. I could rent them. So I rented that one over and over and over again. I beat it during a rental one time, finally. But, and then it came out on the GBA and I bought that one. But yeah, I had an allowance. I had chat, like, it was so, like, Leave It to Beaver, you wouldn't fucking believe it, but my dad always encouraged me to save, and he would give me an allowance, right? And if I did good on, like, tests and stuff, he would, give me a couple extra bucks. Like, not too much more, but, like, it was like $5 a week or something like that, whatever it was. Maybe a month, I don't remember, but I had a shoebox. And, yeah, no, it was good. I mean, listen, there was a lot of stuff growing up that was not great, but there was some stuff that was pretty cool. And, I still save like a motherfucker because of that goddamn shoebox. But, I think it was, God, it couldn't have been $5 a week. I think it was like $5 to $10 a month with a couple extra bucks in there, like maybe 15 if I did really well on my tests. So that was cool. That was cool. But that shoebox filled up. But the thing is, though, he was like, you really... Oof. He was like, do not touch this money. You know, like, there's a certain amount of money in here. Like, 50% of this, you do not spend. And that's, like... That's how you end up having more money later on. And I didn't. I didn't spend the money. And, sometimes I was able to buy a game. It would usually end up being something like Super Metroid. And not like a random game that I didn't want to take a chance on. So the rest were rentals. But again, like, without Nintendo Power or, like, EGM or, you know, magazines, you didn't know what the fuck to get. And so... a lot of times I'd have to judge a book on its cover, so to speak, and whatever game looked cool. If it had a sword on it, or like a space gun, I was more interested. That's why I never rented Earthbound, because I thought the cover was lame. Like, the box was massive, and I didn't know if it was a good game or not. I got Nintendo Power a little bit later on, but the cover did nothing for me. And I think I might have even seen, like, in Nintendo Power, like, the dude, like, he was a kid with a baseball bat. I'm like, no, I like swords. I want to be Link. God, what a fucking regret. Someone said, how many times did you buy Super Metroid? I'll tell you in a second. I rented Super Metroid. Never finished it. And then bought it. Never finished it. Oh wait, no, I finished it after I bought it, but it was a game that I wanted to continue to play over and over and over again. And I told this story on stream, but the cartridge stopped working. It would get to the title screen, you would press start, nothing would happen. And I bought like a cleaning kit, and I tried to fix it. I tried opening the thing up, seeing if anything was loose. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. It was desperate. I was desperate to try to save the game. And eventually, I had to let it go. It, you know, it was months, and I just threw it in the fucking garbage. So that was painful, because I had beaten the game, but I wanted to continue playing because I wanted to discover all the secrets. And just, it was a fun game to play. So, later on in life, when emulators started becoming a thing, I was able to play it again through emulation. And then I bought it on the Wii shop. Mega Crust. I'll give it a minute. Yeah, so, like, the old... Oh, shit. Yeah, the old-ass, like, beginning of emulation where things were still not working all that great. But I was able to play it again through there, and then I bought it through the Wii... I guess it was called the Wii Shop, right? So it was Virtual Console. I probably bought it again on the 3DS, maybe? If the 3DS had an eShop? I don't remember if it was on there. Definitely bought it again on the Wii U. Okay, so 3DS, bought it on the Wii U. I streamed it from the Wii U. I have a Super Nintendo Classic. It's on there. Oh, shit. It's a tough level. I like that these levels are all based around a theme. So... And then now I also have it on the Switch, because there's the fake eShop on the Switch. So, yeah, I bought the game, like, probably, like, four times. You think they should bring rental systems to the eShop? I think it would, like, better demos. Like, I don't know how a rental would work. Maybe, like, you rent it for, like, 2 hours? I don't know. I don't think so. Just demos, expanded demos. I feel like demo discs, and subsequently, like, demos of... I would have never played Dragon Quest XI if not for demo. So... But... yeah, Super Metroid's one of those games I really don't mind. I have no problem buying it. If there was an eShop on the Switch, I probably would have bought it again. I mean, I don't want to keep buying it. It would be nice if your account just kept the fucking thing. But in this case, you know, it's free with the online service, or free, but you know what I mean. It comes with the online service, so I have it. A checkpoint would have helped this level quite a bit. Cool level, but... yeah. God damn, that was close. I like that it shows you where the thing's going so you can prepare. First video game you ever played? Mario 1. Pretty sure. It was either that or it was Gyromite. I probably, like, pressed the button on Gyromite. But... you know, my cousin probably played Gyromite while I pressed the button to open the pipes. So that was one of my earliest video game memories, and I do remember the Gyromite time I played it. That was a bad sentence, but yeah, I remember the time I played Gyromite, and that was kind of when I fell in love with video games. Because I think I was about 2 or 3, probably about 3, when my cousin brought over a Nintendo. And... you know, then we bought one. And... it was just amazing. You know, like, to the point where video games became, like, an obsession to some extent. And, yeah, Mario 1 was the first one I ended up playing, like, on my own. And I remember I invited Marco over to watch me play Mario 1, and he peed on my couch. So, probably on purpose because I was busy playing the game and not letting him play. So... that was the last time Marco ever came over. That's the whole story. There is no more story. I played Mario 1, I got to one of the levels where the fish were jumping out, and I was finally getting good enough to beat some of these levels. Like, I was making, like, steady progress, and I wanted to show off that I could actually play Mario 1 and get past that level. The fish bridge level. And then, I guess, because my theory is that he peed on the couch on purpose. It was kindergarten. 2-3? It might have been 2-3. Or maybe it was a later one, I don't know. Probably just 2-3. When you're 5, your motor skills aren't that great, and Mario 1's not that easy of a game. It's also not that hard, but... you know, for a 5-year-old. Because up until then, the only way I could get past some of these levels was for my cousin to do them. I do like the theming of these levels. It's very distinct. Really good. Just gonna keep playing. These are fun. I know there's chat members saying that they were able to beat, like, Dark Souls when they were 5 or whatever. Which is fine, I believe you. It's not a pissing competition. Unless you're Marco, in which case it is. I threw up from anger playing Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. It just like, you keep losing in battle mode and Grand Prix over and over and over and over again. And, I threw up because I was getting angry, and then it became hostile. I became hostile. You know, I was also... Yeah, I was like a hostile, like, youngin' playing Mario Kart. Honestly, I wasn't that hostile with, like, Mario Party or any other game except the original Mario Kart. Thinking back, I was a pretty, like, even-keeled kid. And most games we played co-op anyway, if, like, you could switch, you know, past the controller. But Mario Kart was a motherfucker. And the reason I vomited wasn't because I lost, it was because, at that point, my parents took the game away from me. Because I was too hostile. Too angry, too, like, riled up, too loud. Because I was losing. And then they were like, nope, you can't play this anymore. That's it! It's done! So then I puked because my emotions were so high. I know I'm not making myself look good, but I am kind of, you know, garbage anyways, so... That was young garbage. I was very, very young. Mario Kart came out, what, 93? 92? So what is it, 7, 8? Young Garbage is my rapper name? Yeah, yeah, yeah! Damn it. Oh, well, you don't need lives when you have 58 of them. Vinny, it still makes you mad. Remember Mario Kart 8 streams? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Mario Kart is still a game that can really fucking... I still get angry at video games, for sure. That's not relegated only to my youth. But I get over it real quick. And some of it's just because I'm streaming. It's like, yeah. If I play on my own, and it's a difficult game and I lose, I'll get angry too. But I won't, like, throw shit. I won't projectile vomit. Also, how do you get these jellies? This is like classic Mario 3 style. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Vinny, there's spike balls. No, I know, but like I want to make them. When I made my water level, I wanted are they limited to a certain level? They're limited only to this theme. Okay, because my attempt at underwater was to make half out of water, half underwater. There's many coin. Someone said I was really fucking stubborn about potty training, so my mom would only let me play Game Boy while I was sitting on the toilet, and that's how I learned. Wow. I mean, if it works, right? I think it's I just had a moment where I was like, wow, it's amazing that I can share these stupid little stories, and people are, you know, they want to hear them. I'm a pretty lucky person sometimes. Jesus. No, we're good. No vomiting here. This may cause some puke. If I die to Wendy. Honestly, the difficulty discrepancy between the frog level and this has me kind of scratching my head a little bit. Oof. I should go back to John 2's levels. Those are more my speed. Really hard to keep that mushroom. Not only do I have to fight Andy Koopa with icicles, but also on ice too. Yeah, this is a pretty big difficulty ramp up. Still great levels, though. I really like these, and I like they're only one screen tall. Like, it's just... the Mario 3 sequel I never knew I wanted. Or I always wanted, but never got, really. Something like that. It's also great to be able to play levels all in a row without having to enter codes. It's just like, the Mario Maker 2 streams are just so much more easy now. Except this. Ow! Ow! Yep. I have to achieve Mario flow state if I am to get to Wendy with a fire flower. Chat. Oh! But yeah, my childhood wasn't all just puking and good times, you know? It was tough too sometimes, but the puking was fun at least. Oh. Well, thank God I don't have to do this level again. Vinny, what is your opinion? I like onions. I have another opinion. It's that there's a Nirvana song called Opinion. And he voice cracks really hard in it, like he played it only one time on a radio show. Like he wrote the song, said it was a new song, played it. I don't know if there's an official recording. Maybe there is. There might have been a bootleg official recording, like a demo that was released later on. But yeah, it's just his opinion. But there's a fucking massive voice crack in the song Opinion. Actually, I have a task for anyone up for it. Can anyone check out the Nirvana song Opinion and find the massive voice crack? We don't want to look into it too much, because then I'll turn into a fucking blood skeleton. And make bone noises. Oof. I see some of you haven't heard my weird dream from the other night. While I was playing, Cloudpunk, I described a fucking horrendous dream I had. No, not that one. I don't think this one gets claimed. The fuck is wrong with this recording? There it is. Congratulations, you have won this year's subscription. Well, he makes it work. I mean, it kind of works with his vocal style, but it's a pretty good one. that song never got I don't think that ever got an official release or recording. I think that just kind of just faded away. It was a good song. I think about it every now and then. It's got a good... I like the chords. It's got like a good chord structure, but it's a simple song. It's catchy. But he never played it again, and I'm wondering if maybe he was so embarrassed from the voice crack that in his mind, like, he was just like, nah, I'm good. I don't even want to think about that song anymore. I'm just making that up. Wasn't even that bad of a voice crack, never mind. It's not like the opera singer voice crack. That's just my opinion. No, it was kind of bad. Vinny, tell the zipline story. Zipline poo store. I've never been on a zipline. Did someone in chat troll you into thinking? Here's the epic voice crack, as it's described. I mean, it kind of made it work. Just sounds anguished. Maybe, I don't know what the word, I mean, he has a little Tarzan in there. I don't know what the words are supposed to be of that song, but he just sounds like he's in great pain. And maybe that's what the point of it, you know? Maybe there was, like, some kind of deeper, meaning to the words. Another lucky fight. Finish your dream, please? I already talked about it. Essentially, in the dream, it was... See, my cousin got me into... The one I talk about a lot, who was older than me, got me into Nirvana, so in the dream, he and I went to Seattle. Because... in the dream, somehow Kurt Cobain had covered one of my songs. I don't know. Chat, I don't know. Time doesn't make any sense in dreams. Okay, so he covered one of my songs. I went to Seattle to find out why. This is after he passed away. And I go to his old places of residence. And the lady, who seemed like a nice lady, at one of the places where he lived, was like, you know, oh, well, this is where he had his guitars, this is where he kept his stuff. And I was like, you know, that's cool, and I told her that, when I was younger, his music meant a lot to me, and I told her that he covered one of my songs, and I never really found out why. And I was, you know, hoping to maybe get some closure on that. And she said, you know what? You're a nice kid, and your story moved me. I'm gonna bring you to him. And I was like, what? And she started kind of alluding to the fact that he was still alive, and in hiding, because he didn't want to deal with the fame. I was like, wow, okay. She's like, I'm gonna bring you to him. He'll like you. So I'm like, weird. Okay, so we start, you know, going downstairs. And this apartment is like one big, like, kind of basement. I don't know how to explain. Like, it just, the stairs went on for a long time, and it got creepier and weirder the more stairs we went down into this basement. It spanned, like, you know, 5 or 6 floors of the apartment. And then I heard a door close behind me, and I realized that she wasn't walking behind me anymore. And as I'm still walking to find out what's going on, these pigeons, like these birds, start tearing at my flesh. And I'm like, ow, but I don't feel the pain. Well, I guess I don't remember if I felt the pain. I don't think I did. It was a dream. So, I start getting my flesh torn apart. The door closes, and then she basically tells me that she tricked me, and she does this to harvest people's skeletons. And that there was, in fact, like, he's not around, he's not alive, that was a jape. And before I knew it, I turned into a bloody skeleton. And so I burned the place down, somehow. So I got my revenge, I burned the place down, and then my cousin comes back to find me, and he sees me, and I'm like, yo, it's me, and he doesn't recognize me because I'm a skeleton and I'm bloody, and the only things that are coming out of my mouth are bone noises. And then I woke up in a cold sweat. And it was a really bad sweat. Yeah, so that's where the bone noises thing has come from. Like a rattling bone and clacks and like, yeah. This would be a level I would use a fire flower on if it had the Mario 3 map system. Abuse them iframes, my friends. Vinny, what about this voice crack from the Beatles? You should hear some of David Gilmour's voice cracks.
Is that a man riding a shrimp?
A man riding a shrimp. Wait a minute, that's not a voice crack. Vinny, you sound especially sad tonight. Oh, you should have been at my stream yesterday then. Yeah, David Gilmour's had some pretty... I've voice cracked the fuck out of practice sessions. It's really easy. Especially if you don't, like, do vocal warm-up exercises, it's not hard to voice crack while you're singing. I mean, I'm sure even Freddie Mercury, like, some of his live performances, he gives it his all. Like, he was the most amazing... He had great range and power, and he was able to do so much. But his main thing was, like, the charisma. But he voice cracked. He had some really, like, you know, out-of-key singing here and there. Vinny, have you ever had a dream where you thought you died, but you woke up directly after? Yes. Mm-hmm. Here's an actual voice crack from McCartney at the Olympics. Oof, I don't know if I want to hear this.
Don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her in the arm. Then you can start to make it better.
Yeah, it's the 2002. Well. Excuse me, that was the 2012 Olympics. If I'm not mistaken, he said later in an interview that he was, like, emotional. But yeah, his voice lowered a lot over the years. Like, as he got older, his voice went real deep. And, that's just sadly the way Paul sings now. But he usually gets it. Like, when I saw him live, like, he got on track. Like, he had a couple shitty moments, but he was able to, like, pretty much pick it back up. And also, when you're there live, you don't hear that as much. Because the sound is different in a live venue. You know, when you see, like, recordings of, when you hear recordings of live shows, you get way more of the imperfection and like, watching a Radiohead show that, like, they've been releasing their live performances on YouTube. Tom is all over the place. He's cracking. He's out of pitch. But, you know, when you're there in the audience live, you don't even hear that shit. You just hear... You hear everything. When I saw the Raconteurs, they were great. I think Jack might have been a little drunk. I don't know if he was. He says he doesn't drink, but anyway. He was voice cracking. He's hoarse because he's a smoker and he's got that... His voice is lowered over the years. But live, one of the best shows I've ever seen. And I didn't notice most of that shit because I was just so in the vibe of it and in the moment. It was really good. There's a recording of that show, and if you hear it recorded, it's messy as fuck, and you hear every imperfection. Do you think his son Sean sounds a lot like his dad? Yes, he does. And Julian as well, yeah. And, George Harrison's son is a fucking clone of his father. He sounds like his father, he looks like his father. But anyway, in regards to voice cracks and mistakes in live performance, yeah, that's gonna happen. Unless you're, like, in an orchestra and it's perfect and, you know. But for rock music, one of the things that's terrifying about doing a live show is the idea that you might fuck up. Right? You might miss a guitar part, you might miss a note, you might sing a little out of key, you might forget a lyric. Doesn't really matter. If anyone's judging you and the performance on like a couple of missed words, that's their problem. You know, you just have to do the show. And I'm not saying I do good shows. I've only done like 10 live shows in my entire life. But when I watch other people, it's more about like how much they're putting into it. How good is the whole band? How, it's a mood thing. It's just like, are you getting the gist of it? Are you trying? And, if so, it's usually good. Vinny, Whiplash taught me if you make a mistake, you are a big failure and that J.K. Simmons will kill you. Well, yeah. Yeah, there are people like that. There are people who strive and demand perfection. That J.K. Simmons character, I'm sure whoever wrote that movie probably had experience with someone like that. I wouldn't be surprised. But, and perfection, like, KY always said that music is one of those things where even if everyone in an orchestra is 95% correct, that's gonna be a rough show. Because you have to be, like, as close to 100% as possible when you have that many musicians on stage. Rock music, you can get away with a little bit more imperfection. But I find that, yeah, music is a... But when you're recording and you're doing a guitar take, you can always patch over mistakes. And you can, like, you know, copy-paste and stuff. But I find that, that's cool and all, but it's like, if you can get a really good take, just stick with it. You know, try not to abandon it. Like, if I make a mistake while recording a guitar part for a 3-minute song, and the mistake is, like, 10 seconds in, I'll just keep going. If it's 30 seconds in, I'll just keep going. You just keep going. And then you can, if it's a good take, you just use it as much as you can. Vinny, I heard this particular ramble, might be a time ago, but my dad went to a reunion concert for Zeppelin where Plant's voice was awful enough that he left the stage to get water for like half of some songs. Because that's how fucking broken his voice is. Well, the reunion... There was no reunion Zeppelin. I mean, there was at the O2, but he did a really good job for that. If you're talking about Page and Plant, they did stuff together. They toured. It was just those two. The Zeppelin reunion from, like, 2005 or 7, I forget what it was. They did a really good job. But they didn't tour. But yeah, Plant's, voice got real... I mean, even during Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant's voice went way the fuck down. That's just getting older. Like, this dude had this crazy high pitch and this crazy scream and energy. And then by the end, you kind of hear his voice lowering, and it's like, you can't keep that pace up. Like, you're abusing your throat. And he did. He really did, and he didn't really give a shit. But then as he got older, it lowered even more. His new shit, he's found a groove. Like, any of the stuff from, like, the 2000s on, he found a way to work with his older voice and really, like, make it sound good. But if you're gonna cover Whole Lotta Love as a 70-year-old man... Like, what? You're probably remembering it wrong. Well, maybe. I mean, I think you're probably on point with most of it. Maybe it was the Page Plant reunion tour, but yeah, it's just tough to sing those songs where his voice is so high and the energy is so much. And then not just do the one song, but then to do a 2-hour concert or more. Like, I know not everyone's a fan of music chat, but, you know, I like it. But listen to Dave Grohl at a, like, listen to a Foo Fighters live recording at, like, hour 2. Dave Grohl's not even really singing anymore, he's just shouting. It's time to get out the bed! The bed! Yeah, singing is hard as fuck. Singing is not... is very hard. Especially if you're gonna be screaming. And that's why a lot of... I keep bringing it back to me, and I'm sorry about that, but... Like... I think... the next Red Fox album... the one after this one... is gonna have some screaming, and some more energetic vocals, for sure. But the one that is about to come out... you're not gonna hear a lot of screaming. There's projecting. I think I found a good tone for my voice with projecting, like, the way I sing, but in terms of, like screaming like a fucking maniac, that is... I don't want to do that. I don't like it. And it takes a lot of, like, you know, energy and pain. I could still do it with some practice, and that's why I think some of the more heavy songs that I have, I'm gonna probably do some of it, but I think I've also found a better way to sing that and just involves me projecting my natural voice with a little bit of rasp. Oh my god. Chat, do you see this nonsense? Oh my god! Holy shit. Wow. How do you feel about pitch correction like Melodyne and Auto-Tune and that sort of thing? No, I'd love to answer that question. Also, I think we're just about done with this whole thing, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna try to finish this. We use Melodyne a little bit. I think manual tuning is everyone does a little bit of manual tuning. I've said it. When you just blanket auto-tune a whole track, it doesn't sound good. But if you do a really good take of a vocal, and you're off in a couple spots, but the rest of it's really good and you like the way you sound, I say why not. That said, I usually end up doing like 12 to fucking 30 takes. There's very few songs that I was able to do in like 2 takes. I'm not a singer, I don't practice. I don't... You know, I don't sing. I have to work at it. It's not easy, and it's not my main skill in life. I never really wanted to be a singer, but I like it. I'm not you know, so we'll use that from time to time. So I'm a little biased, so I don't think it's a problem, but if you just press auto-tune button, that sounds fake as fuck, and I think that that's cheating a little bit, if you're only doing like 2 takes and, you know, just press the button. But, most studios, I think at this point, smooth out a couple rough patches. Also, you know, double tracking, triple tracking, adding a couple tracks behind the main vocal, and throwing that into some tuning, that can really strengthen the track and help it out. We do that too. You know, I try my best, chat, but I'm not Freddie Mercury, I'm not Robert Plant. I like to just do the songs as good as I can. But auto-tune, someone said auto-tune can be used as an instrument in and of itself. Sure, that's what you're going for. T-Pain made a career out of it. Hell yeah. Oh shit. Cool. Daft Punk uses autotune really well? Agreed. Yeah, no, I mean, there's, in the song Memories Lie, we used it, like, in the break, in the middle part. We use, like, an auto-tune vocalizer thing, and it's, you know, I think it's a cool... It's a good tool to have if you need it for a thing. You know, unless you're Jack White, in which case you record through a fucking broken walkie-talkie. And, if you use a guitar that's in tune, he'll fucking kill you on the spot. Someone said Kanye made a pretty groundbreaking album using autotune. Yeah. Again, if it's an artistic choice, and, you find a way to make it work for you, I don't, like, you know, I don't judge. Listen, music... I know what I like, I know what I don't like, but... I know that there are people that like things that I don't like. So, you know, I may not be into Kanye's music very much. But I respect it. Like, I really didn't like that new Gorillaz track. But Tony Allen was on it, and, you know, it was a little tribute to him, and I appreciated that. And, the track didn't really, it's not Song Machine number 4, it was just a release, you know? Like, it was just a little tribute to Tony Allen that they released ahead of time. And it wasn't supposed to be, like, a full thing. But, and the dude who was singing, I thought had a really cool flow, and I liked the tone of his voice. But the song didn't go anywhere. It just kind of stayed in the same spot. I guess lyrically it goes someplace. You know, and that's something. But yeah, I respect it, and I respect the people that made it. I obviously am willing to give Damon's music the benefit of the doubt, because I like what he does. I know there's intent behind it. Oh shit, well, that was a nice try for a second there. Fuck. Alright. So long, Gay Bowser! That was the best world I've played yet. That really gave me Mario 3 vibes, and there's a good challenge. Even though the challenge didn't really ramp linearly, it was, It was great. That's the type of shit I want to play in Mario Maker 2. That is all I've ever asked for with Mario Maker 2, and we got it. It was totally worth playing through. Almost as good as John 2's levels. So good job, little fish. I really enjoyed all of that. I don't have time to work on my world, which will probably never release, but, you know. It's now 3:30, so I'm gonna end the stream. Let's do the art.